All right, let's dive right into the heart of ancient India, into this absolutely magnificent kingdom called Ayodhya. I mean, we're talking about a city that was just overflowing with wealth, a place of deep, profound righteousness. It was truly the jewel of the land.
But, even in a place that seems perfect, there's always something, right? A shadow hanging over it all. And for Ayodhya, it all came down to one critical question, a question that haunted its noble ruler, King Dasharatha, and put the future of his entire dynasty at risk.
So, you've got this incredible king, right? He has all the power in the world, his people absolutely adore him. But the thing is, King Dasharatha was getting older, and this fear, this crushing fear that his amazing kingdom would have no one to lead it after he was gone, well, it was a sorrow that just weighed on his soul, day in and day out.
And this really gets to the heart of his pain, doesn't it? I mean, here's a king who has everything you could possibly imagine. All the riches, all the respect, but the one thing he wants most in the world, a child to carry on his legacy, that's the one thing he can't have. It's such a deeply human struggle, and it's right at the center of this incredible epic. So, completely burdened by this worry, what does the king do? He goes to his royal priest, the incredibly wise sage Vasishta, for advice. And Vasishta doesn't come back with some political strategy or a battle plan. No, he proposes something much, much more powerful, a sacred, a truly divine solution.
And that solution was something called the Putrakameshti Yagna. Now, this wasn't just, some ordinary ritual. This was a very specific, incredibly powerful, ancient ceremony. Its whole purpose, its one purpose, was to appeal directly to the gods for the blessing of a son. For the king, this was it. This was the only path forward.
And wow, what a ceremony this was. The king sends out the word, and the most powerful sages from all over the land come together. Imagine it. Under the stars, they're chanting these mantras that are as ancient as time itself, pouring sacred offerings into the fire. And then, all of a sudden, bam! The fire just erupts in this blinding, totally celestial light. And out of that divine flame steps this radiant, golden being. It's just unbelievable. And the words he speaks, they are the answer to a lifetime of prayer for King Dasharatha. He holds out a pot filled with this sacred nectar and makes a promise. Sons of unmatched greatness will be born.
Just like that, the king's deepest prayer was answered. I mean, can you imagine the feeling? He takes this divine offering and rushes to his three queens. And that heavy sorrow that had just haunted the palace for so long, it's gone. It's completely replaced by this incredible, joyful hope.
And the result of this whole thing was, well, it was more miraculous than anyone could have possibly imagined. Because get this, they weren't just blessed with one heir, they were blessed with 4. The palace, which had been so silent with worry, was suddenly filled with the laughter of 4 baby princes. What a turnaround. So here's how it went. To Queen Kaushalya, the eldest son was born, Rama. Then, Queen Kaikeyi gave birth to Bharata, and Queen Sumitra, well, she was blessed with twins, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. Now, of course, all 4 princes were celebrated, but it became pretty clear, pretty fast, that the eldest, Rama, he was different. There were whispers, signs that his birth wasn't just a big deal for Ayodhya, but an event that was going to echo way, way beyond the palace walls. Yeah, there was just something different about Rama. And it wasn't just one person's opinion. Everyone felt it. From the wisest sages down to the humblest servants, they all saw it. Even as a tiny baby, Rama just had this divine aura about him that completely set him apart. I mean, look at the signs. On the day he was born, flowers started blooming completely out of season. The air itself seemed to shimmer with this divine energy. You had these wise old sages who would just instinctively bow when they saw him, and even wild animals would become calm and peaceful in his presence. Come on, these aren't just coincidences, right? These are signs from the heavens. So let's break down the difference, because it was really clear. Your average royal prince, yeah, he's learned, he's noble, he's strong. But Rama, he was wise way beyond his years. And his strength wasn't just physical. It was a strength of spirit so powerful it could literally calm nature itself. See, he wasn't just a great prince. He was something else entirely. And here's the big reveal, the truth that the people of Ayodhya didn't know yet. Rama wasn't just a prince. He was the earthly form, an avatar, of Lord Vishnu himself, the great preserver of the entire cosmos.
He was born as a man to walk among them for one very specific divine purpose, to restore balance to the world and defeat a terrible evil that was on the rise. So as Rama grows up into this graceful, disciplined young man, Ayodhya is just flourishing. It's a total golden age. But you know how these things go. Destiny is always at work in the background. And far, far away from this peaceful kingdom, a storm was brewing.
Yep, while everyone in Ayodhya was celebrating, dark forces were on the move. We're talking about demons, and they were getting more powerful. They started terrorizing the land, breaking up sacred rituals, attacking peaceful hermits, basically threatening the very fabric of righteousness and order in the world.
So you can see how these two different paths are just set on a collision course. You've got Rama's divine birth and his peaceful childhood happening right alongside this growing, terrible threat. And one person, the great sage Vishwamitra, could sense this darkness spreading. And he realizes, that divine child from Ayodhya, he's the world's only hope.
And so, the stage is set, isn't it? We have our divine hero, born and raised in this bubble of peace, while a great evil has been growing stronger in the shadows. The world desperately needed a hero. But the big question, the one everything hangs on, is this: was Ayodhya's divine child actually ready for his destiny?